Okay, our beloveds. Today is a Friday here in our Another's world. It is a beautiful day outside with the most glorious sunshine and mild temperature. She has been sitting outdoors, just enjoying getting some sun rays after having been locked indoors for most of the winter months. It is now her time to begin to blossom or bloom. We have been sharing much about how your gardens are dormant at this time. They appear to be dead, but they are not. They are merely dormant, waiting for your seedlings to germinate, to sprout, and to grow, and for you to be able to tend to them and to weed out the undesirable ones. It is our Another's dream to build something meaningful, to build something that will respect not only her inner vision for herself, but her greatest desire is to be a missionary, if you will, much like Jesus was, which is to spread love, to spread love and to spread love. And for those with whom this message resonates, to forever change their lives. And it is not because Christ or Jesus died on the cross, but because Jesus came to teach what the Christ-like energy really is. And that is love, kindness, generosity, compassion, and belief in something that you are unable to see, your Father who art in heaven, if you will. It is not because you are better or worse or lesser or greater than anyone else. It is merely because you are love, and you have been taught something different than that from birth on. Now, this new construct that you all are moving into, the age of Aquarius, is going to vibrate within your own body in a different manner, meaning that you will have greater difficulty as a whole holding that nasty or angry or defiant or liberally progressive, hateful towards others attitude. It is not love. It is not love any more than the far-right fascist conservatives are love. Love is not found at the extremes of the pendulum. Love is found within the heart. And love is where you love all people in spite of their differences. So now look at who Jesus befriended, whom he hung out with. What does that tell you about Jesus? Is Jesus like Joel Osteen? We think not. Jesus hung out with the liars, the beggars, the thieves, the prostitutes, the unlovable, the sick, the unworthy, and he shunned the higher-ups, not because money is the root of evil. So it's not that if you are wealthy, there's something wrong with you. It is the love of money that is the root of all evil, because the love for profit outweighs everything else. Now look at the corporatocracy that you all live within now. Is it not governed by the love of money? Look at the Republican agenda, allowing businesses to gather profit at the expense of everything. We cannot change our behavior or our protocols on climate change because the profit will be affected. We cannot afford to save people by cleaning up the water because it will affect the bottom line. Now think about that. Is that not literally the root of evil? Is that not the love of money? So we are here to teach you that money itself is not the problem. Money is merely an exchange of energy. But the difficulty is that so many of you believe that money is the root of all evil, and therefore the good ones within your tribe can't hold that vibration of the love of money. And until you can, and until you do, it's going to be difficult for those of you who really want to change the world to get to that financial standing where you have sufficient money to make an impact. If you had $1 trillion, which is certainly more than anyone that we are speaking to could possibly ever need for themselves as well as to pass on to their families as a legacy, how would you use that money to change the world? Now, the bureaucrats and the corporatocracy would say, let's build more shopping malls, things that generate money, 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 money. Is that what you would do? Or would you build healing retreat centers, ashrams, schools for the needy, dig wells for those who have no fresh water? Can you see the difference between money and the love of money? The love of money pursues more money as a reward or return. Money simply creates an opportunity to invest it in things that have a social benefit, based not on any kind of a financial return, but merely a social return. And for those of you who are listening, we encourage you to get past that money issue so that you can vibrate at a higher vibration only as it relates to the money piece, and say to universe, I will honor the money that I receive to do something good and positive and reward humanity if you bless me with incredible financial wealth. That I promise that if I don't hold that vibration of generosity, that you may take it all away, that you would just generously provide for me so that I could fulfill my dreams to change humanity and change myself. And so it is. Something like that. And you just say it every day, and you continue to hold that vibration of, I want to help the world. We will post the song in a little bit, but is the song We Are the World. The fact is, humanity is now in a vastly different space. You are at least 3 months into this new vibration, and it's time for you all to change the foundation of your belief system as it relates to money. And you may say out loud, no, I don't have this belief system. But if you are a spiritual person and you have not generated a lot of income for yourself, we can pretty much tell you that this is your subconscious vibration, because somewhere, somehow in your past, you were ingrained with this belief. And so we are here today to encourage the majority of you, but not all of you, to move into this vibration so that you can be plentifully supplied by the universe to go out and prosper and allow others to prosper through your generous donations, as well as example of what it is to be a generous human being. We again want to point out Mackenzie Scott. She could do it a lot of different ways, but she is choosing to be generous and not to take her residue with her into the afterlife. She wishes to propagate meaningful change through her generous donations in an attempt to even out the playing field between the haves and the have-nots. But even she will find and see how this new vibration will shift where even she puts her money, because nothing is now as it was before, and even within a 1-month time frame, let alone a 1-year or 10-year time frame. Things will be vastly different. And those of you who have been hoping for a change in the tide, a change in the season, and a change in the heartfelt methodology of running a business, it is now upon you. This energy has been planted and imprinted in enough of you that when you move forward, you will either hold this vibration yourself or will even share it with others so that they too may propagate a meaningful change on planet Earth. And so it is. Namaste.